Well, I got your key for, I assume, over here. Raw water coagulation. Yo, let's just turn it on. Okay, so that's that. And filtration. I've almost certainly done this the wrong order. What was the correct order? Coagulation, flocculation, sedimentation, filtration, disinfection. Taking a quick little screenshot of that. Don't mind me. I think I've committed that to memory now. Seems good. Right on, right on. Did this open? Oh, this also opens over here. Coagulation flood door. Right.
7 packs of camera batteries now.
Okay, not a lot going on in here. Aside from that. Oyster. Oil. Just out of curiosity, if I were to turn the valve next door that points towards you, that doesn't just like open the door because I turned this off. I've begun shutdown procedure of just make everything right and we'll follow the order properly. Yeah, no, that's still busted there. Okay. Because this is technically the first thing that we gotta power off, or on rather. Filtration's the second to last thing that we power on. Flocculation, I think was just... I think that was just this button. Is this just flocculation overall? Just ta-da. It's as easy as that. Turn these off too, just in case. Also saves my brain a minute. But there is a problem, so we needed to use the reserve tanks. Which, is that what this button did down here? Is that using reserve tanks? It feels good to have an idea of what the puzzle is now. This list here, this correct order, that did it for me. I know what the goal is. We gotta do that in a specific order. Yeah, that powers on those flocculation side things, so we gotta get those on then. Sedimentation. Sedimentation was... I think that was like that side room, Is there a big off button here, or am I just... Let me just close all these. I guess just close them all. I don't know if sedimentation has like a big main button or what. Bit of a process spinning all of these off and then back on, but it's the best I got. If I go through this entire process and I do everything in this order and nothing happens and Mark doesn't go huzzah, then I don't know, then I'll be at a loss, and I just continue taking that mini train through that door, and I assume that's how we leave this area. And then we can all facepalm in unison when the answer is actually very obvious. Because like there is that tank. I don't know what that is though. I don't think I can access that.
That makes 8 packs of camera batteries.
Okay. Raw water is still on and go. This was sedimentation, so filtration would be nice. We gotta figure out how to get to filtration then. Where is filtration at? I mean, like, over here, but like, how do I get to it? That doesn't go. This guy's very busted. Oh, okay, yeah, filtration's... Filtration shut down. We need to figure out how to get that filtration Was that... Oh, hold on. Is that door what I think it is? No. No, because I've been on the other side of it then. How do I get the filtration?
That's 9 packs of camera batteries.
Okay, hold on, let me turn the alarm off. Just everywhere I go, I saw the battery, oddly, before I saw the hatch covered in red paint, or whatever that is. So maybe I can underground my way in. It seems like a very large process, this whole thing. Holy crap. Flocculation filtration, flocculation sedimentation. Okay, are these? Okay, coagulation, then flocculation, then sedimentation. We have to enable those side pools though. And then filtration. So I think I'm okay to have you guys back on, actually. Oops. Because usually for stuff like this, it's like a big button that I press or like a wheel that I press. And it's a bit odd that it'd be a bunch of small wheels that I have to use. Do both of these wheels work, or does one go flying off when I use it? Because I have the spare wheel. That seems alright. That seems alright. Okay. Alright, I think we can turn on the individual machines again. Because these are the big wheels that I would have been looking for. That also goes for the flocculation stuff. Because this just takes too long. This is like when you're trying to mine a block in Minecraft without the right tool, and it just takes ages, and that's his way of saying, hey, wrong tool, idiot. And then it deletes the block from you if you tried to persist for too long, because you should have known, you goober. Look, it happened one time with cobblestone, alright? We've all been there. I just needed a little bit. Just a little. The big question mark that I've still got is this business with the sewer pipes 1 and 2. What am I doing? Are we treating the sewer pipes as the in out? Like, I don't know what we're doing with the contaminated water. Well, yeah, and then water flow stopped. Contaminated water, because I got the raw water stuff going. So I'd have to turn the raw water off, and then we turn that on. We'll see if we still get the error. Let's try that. Let's try that real quick. Because when these things are off, man, the whole world is happy. And I think that's because raw water is mega super boned. So like this entire department, it's shut down. It's locked out. It's tagged out, man. Don't touch that. Don't do it. We're using sewage instead. Sewage is the new raw water. Water flow stopped still. Yeah, turn that on. And it's still happy with it. So I guess that's what we're doing. This is the new raw water. And these are both these are all still going at dawn, which I'm assuming is fine. I think that's the puzzle, is turn off raw water and engage that. The only thing now then is we still have to figure out how to get filtration sorted, because I can't access that. And then disinfection, we still need to kind of figure out too. Well, no, filtration we technically had. I don't know if I need to do anything with that, but that was one of the valves here for the raw water up there. Was filtration. One was coagulation, one is filtration. So I guess with them being on and working, I guess it's fine. So we just send them things, right? So coagulation, and then flocculation. We can turn these back on probably. Power on the side, guys, with that little button. And then head to that underground area, and that was like the rest of flocculation or something, and then sedimentation. And then we come back up for filtration. Still not sure on disinfection. Do I know what I'm doing with disinfection? And then 22M, I don't know, I don't know about that. Okay, let me get... Okay, it's still water flow stop with the flocculation side tanks up. Okay, right, because these are pumping in from raw water. Right, so we don't need those because raw water is shut down. That makes sense. I misread those arrows down there for... I don't even know how long I've been misreading those arrows. So, yeah, that's all good to go. We're using the mini pools then as a sort of a bypass. So we're getting sewage in. We just need some form of, like, the main flocculation valve thingy, but that was... That was just, like, sewer pipes, I think, over there, right? That, like, weird little ladder area that we had over there, that was... That's already settled. I think that was part of the replacing raw water puzzle. Yeah, you. Yeah, flocculation, sedimentation, filtration. Okay. So, flocculation... We still need to figure out this infection. Oh, wait, this is another spare wheel. Oh. Okay. Why do we have so many spare wheels? Is that just developers being nice, or am I missing something? Oh, you open. Oh. I didn't know you opened. Okay, these are the 4 tanks for, Was that disinfection? Yeah, that's disinfection. Okay. Excellent. What do we got here then? Oh. Just a key card. That's not helpful. I need a way to make all this off. They're all heading that way. Or they're coming in from that way. I'm not sure which. Crap, so close. I was like, haha! The area that I hadn't been. Well, so much for that. It's just a way to get a key card. I'm pretty sure I had that key card already, though. It's weird because, like, disinfection doesn't have, like, a main link anywhere. It's just the individual tanks. Just goes straight off to filtration, and then that just goes off the map. So, like, I don't know if I can power down disinfection. Coagulation. On. Not that yet. And then turning valves. I think. We're gonna go for both just to see. And if it ain't right, then I don't know. Because surely these gotta be on. And we used to get a warning when we did that. We still do. And back over here for sedimentation. And then filtration. And then back to the start. Or filtration again. The other filtration. One of them is filtration for the flocculation. I don't know. Getting Dr. Seuss vibes here pretty soon. Raw water. I mean, this is for raw water filtration, though, right? Like, we're not doing anything with raw water, aren't we? Or, I mean, everything's on since the raw water, and we got the contaminated water warning, which is because we're mixing stuff into this pool here, which is largely due to these guys. Then we don't have that anymore. Now it's just low pH. I'm not sure what we do about the pH, though. Not sure if there's anything I can do about the pH. We could try powering off again and going for it again with keeping those off. Because I guess these don't need to be on at all. Like, at all. We could take the bottle out of this pool. Oh, is that... Okay, we just drown. Alright. Yeah, fine. Well, this actually kind of works out because this is just before I started the startup procedure, so that works out pretty alright. So let's try that again, but with keeping those flocculation pumps off. And I guess it's just because it looks like it goes in at the one side of the pool and maybe out the other side. Coagulation for raw water, though. But whatever. Flocculation. Sedimentation. And then filtration. And then filtration again. And then disinfection, which seems to just always be on and I have no control over it. And we just hope the pH value is suddenly okay. I don't have any control over that either. This is also labeled with C8. I don't know if that means anything. C8. Not sure. We have the disinfection button. Like, I'm 8% sure I couldn't press any of that. Where's that pipe? I'm kind of thinking I tried doing this with all the sewer stuff off. And we just see if that does anything. So like we turned these off temporarily. I guess. What were you? Don't drain the sewer pipe to the raw water or flocculation, at least not when they're in use, right? So we tried all that, we did all that. I think we just keep this off forever. This room is dumb and we ignore it. I don't know what this room is. I don't know why it is. It could just be a red herring. This is just a pipe that, since I can't divert it anywhere, it just remains closed at all times. Forever, I think. Get these off again. Because I thought, like, we drained the sewage stuff, and then maybe that, like, allowed me access somewhere. Or, like I said before, we're just using the sewage as the raw water. I think all this is fine. These are all on. These are all happy. This is all sedimentation stuff. That's all working okay. Other sewer pipes. There were the 2 sewer pipes here. Yeah, that's probably what I saw. One of these was like sewer pipe to raw water, wasn't it? Yeah, sewer pipe to the raw water pool. We can probably keep that. I think this one we can probably turn off though, right? So we're still taking from the raw water pool then. We're taking though. So these are able to do something with the sewage that we're pumping into the raw water pool via this pipe. Right? It just goes. Oh, this is sewer. Oh, this is sewer. This is both pipes? Well, yeah, I guess you lead to both. Oh my god, okay. I think I get this. Okay, so that heads over to sewer pipe 3 as well. So we can probably turn off 3, because we don't want to mix sewage into the flocculation pool, right? We're okay with mixing sewage pipe 1 into the raw water pool, though? So we're okay to spin this back up. I think. You complain about contaminated water, but I think I don't care. I don't know. It seems to me that we should probably care. But there's a sewage pipe 3 that we can shut off. That was that weird laddery area over here, right? It's a little bit troublesome because, like, I don't really know what I'm doing here, but also I'm trying to, like, I can't really help but meta puzzle solve. So, like, if you bring me to a secret area, like this is fairly secret over here, and one thing is off and the other thing is on, I'm led to believe that we modify something with that. Yeah, this is sewer pipe 3. So, off. We do have this one, though, to the flocculation pool. So that'd be sewer 2 to the flocculation pool.
I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
I think we're okay to turn these both off. Maybe? Power down this whole thing. So we only got the sewage going into raw water. That's it, that's all? Sounds horrible. Because logically, in my mind, raw water has no input because of the huge clog, right? I need a monitor. Where are all the inputs for raw water? I can't tell if we're disposing of sewage into raw water or if there's some other way to get rid of the sewage and we just manifest raw water out of just humidity in the air or something. There is a monitor in here, right? Again, I don't know what the puzzle is here. Right. Yeah, raw water has an input over here through a sewage pipe. I don't know which pipe number that is because why label pipes? So I think that's what I've got set up over here. I think that's what this is. If I turn you off, what do we got? Yeah, that closed it down. So we can see about getting into the flocculation. Do it maybe reversed? Because, like, we got sewage coming in, that's fine. We could open that up so we get sewage to flocculation. I guess. Right? This is still kind of my initial... I'm sort of going back on what I was doing. Going back to the initial theory of using sewage in lieu of raw water. So then, flocculation pool. I guess we keep it closed? Otherwise we've done, I think, nothing in this room. One of them has to be closed, I'm pretty sure of it. I'm gonna metal puzzle that a little bit. And whenever that valve is on, then we get that that contaminated water warning, which I don't think is too good. I feel like I've been here for like 5 hours. I apologize. I'm sorry for being a bit dumb with this. That's opened now. That opened just some out. I was expecting it to open one of these down here. Oh, because you're closed. Right, okay. So sewer pipe 2 to flocculation and sewer pipe 3, but I've got flocculation closed and through sewer... And sewer pipe 3 is set. Apparently that was it. So sewage is completely bypassing raw water and flocculation now. The raw water has no inputs anymore. That's going up into coagulation, which is then looping around. Need to get that back into flocculation. Okay, okay. Are we okay to do our startup sequence then? What were these? This is... Okay, these are still closed down. I think we're okay to try that startup sequence then again. I don't understand where the raw water is coming from. Just, I guess whatever's there, and that's it, that's all. Be happy with it. Okay. Coagulation. And we head over. We hit flocculation. And we keep these pumps off, I think, still. Maybe? Because we're using these little pools. And these are pulling from the raw water, which isn't working. But these are pulling from an industrial dehumidifier down the street. Or something. This doesn't seem right. I think we might have to abandon this puzzle. Sedimentation was down here. Flocculation to set. Sedimentation. Flocculation to filtration. And then we're good. Right? That's going through and into the flocculation tubs. Up into filtration. Sedimentation gets set up into there. Coagulation is, well, yeah, it gets coagulated first and then flocculation of these little guys. I still don't understand where this raw water is coming from. I don't get it. But he said, there we go. Twice now, actually. So we diverted the sewage and also got this running, I guess. Okay. Man. I feel like that's like an Outer Wilds Echoes of the Eye thing where, like, there is a very obvious thing that I was meant to be understanding, but, like, I just simply didn't. And for that, I apologize. But in my mind, when you have outputs, there should be an input. Come along, Mark. We're going this way.